Hi, this is Matt Furey, and welcome back to another episode of Psycho-Cybernetics 365. Before we get into today's lesson, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. The other day, a friend of mine from my collegiate wrestling days, Tom, gave me a call. He was ecstatic about the first video we put up on this channel and telling me how awesome it was. Then he went into a discussion with me about the failure mechanism and was telling me that when he went through every single letter in the description, using the word failure as an acronym, he was saying to me, I have that, I've got frustration, aggressiveness, misdirected, I've got that. Insecurity, I have that. Loneliness, I got that. Uncertainty, I have that. Resentment, oh, do I ever have a lot of that? And emptiness, oh, definitely have that. He then wondered if everyone has these symptoms to one degree or another. It was a very good question that he posed. My answer is straight out of the book, Chapter 9, on the failure mechanism. If you see the subhead, the picture of failure, with the failure acronym underneath it, one paragraph above that subhead, Dr. Maltz wrote the following: no one is immune to these negative feelings and attitudes. Even the most successful personalities experience them at times. The important thing is to recognize them for what they are and take positive action to correct course. So, everyone. No one is immune. How about that? That means even yours truly, who's creating these videos for you, experiences symptoms of the failure mechanism from time to time. Frustration, aggressiveness that's misdirected, insecurity, loneliness, uncertainty, resentment, and emptiness. No one is immune, including me. My biggest frustration, though, I will tell you, is when you feel out of sorts. You're not having your best day ever, or you feel tired for some reason, or you're just a little off. When that happens, what I do and what I teach my clients to do is ask myself a really simple question. That question is, what are you creating? What are you working on? What is your goal that you're striving to accomplish? When the answer is, well, I haven't been working toward anything specific lately, that is an indicator of why the energy levels have waned. Whenever you have a goal that you are working toward, you have more energy, more excitement, more enthusiasm, and I don't normally use this word, but let's do it for now, more motivation. But it's really not about being motivated. It's about being focused. Those are two very different things. When we are focused, we have motivation. When you're motivated, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're focused. The two do not go hand in hand when motivation comes first. But when you are laser focused on something, when you know what it is you want and you know where you are and you have a daily plan, a daily goal that will get you there, motivation takes care of itself without you even thinking about it. So frustration, whenever I get into a situation where I'm not working towards something, creating something, bringing something into being that wasn't there before, I can feel off. Now, you might wonder, when does that happen for you? The answer is after a long trip or after a vacation, driving across the country for 5 days in a row. Well, your goal during that time is to just drive and drive and drive. That's your goal. And you have a lot of energy. But then when you have reached your destination, when you are where you intended to go, you can take a rest. But you also now have a 5-day habit of driving across the country and nothing more. Well, what do? You got to get back on the wagon, so to speak. But sometimes there can be a little bit of a lull in doing so because you want to rest. You want to take care of yourself and recuperate from the long drive. Well, that's fine for a day or two, but toward the end of the second day of rest and recuperation, if I start feeling off, I know why. And the reason is I'm not creating anything. I'm just resting. This is why I tell people to have a daily practice to work on something every single day. And when you're on a trip, it's difficult to do so. So you got an excuse for a short period of time. But when that's over with, get to work creating something, bringing something new into the world. When you bring something new into the world, when you're working on creating something, you have more life. And this is one of the big tenets in the book, Psycho-Cybernetics, that so many people miss. That when you have a goal, you are given more life. And the goal of life itself, for all types of creatures in this world, is more life. Even a flower, even a fruit tree, even vegetables growing in the ground, they want more life. So do the animals that are out roaming the forests and the mountains and the hills. They want more life. Human beings crave more life. And one of the easiest ways to get more living out of life is to make a decision to bring something into this world on your part that wasn't there before. This doesn't mean you have to create something that never existed in any way, shape, or form. It means that you bring something that you created into this world. It could be a book. It could be a song. It could be you graduating from a prestigious university. You didn't have that certificate before. It could be you creating a software program. It could be you knitting a sweater. It doesn't matter what it is. Once you lock on to creating something new, you have an abundance of energy that you are stunned by, wondering where was this energy when I was tired and feeling frustrated? Well, when you're not creating something new, you don't have a lot of energy. When you are, your energy is off the charts. Please make sure to leave your comments in the space below. And while you're at it, subscribe to my emails at psycho-cybernetics.com.